If you understand this story, your English level is B1, a poor girl who became rich. Enjoy listening. Episode 1, A Life of Nothing. Maya was a poor girl. She lived in a small old house with her mother. The roof was broken, and when it rained, water came inside. They did not have much food. Some days they only ate bread and tea. Maya went to school every day, but it was not easy. Her clothes were old, and other children sometimes laughed at her. She felt sad, but she never cried in front of them. Every night, Maya sat by the window and looked at the city lights far away. The big buildings looked like a dream. "One day I will go there," she whispered. Her mother always told her, "Life is hard now, but you must believe in yourself." Maya worked after school. She cleaned houses and helped people to earn a little money. She was tired, but she never stopped. One day, something strange happened. Maya found a wallet on the street. It was full of money, more money than she had ever seen in her life. Her heart started to beat fast. "What should I do?" she thought. That moment could change her life forever. Episode 2, The Choice. Maya stood in the street, holding the wallet. Her hands were shaking. Inside, there was a lot of cash and also an ID card. She looked at the name. The owner lived in a rich area of the city. "No one will know if I keep it," she thought. For a moment, she imagined a new life, new clothes, good food, a warm house. But then she remembered her mother's words, "Be honest, even when it is hard." Maya took a deep breath. "I will return it," she said quietly. The next day, she went to the address. The house was big and beautiful. She felt nervous and knocked on the door. A man opened it. He looked worried. "Hello, I think this is yours," Maya said and gave him the wallet. The man checked it quickly. Everything was inside. His eyes became wide. "You didn't take anything?" he asked. Maya shook her head. The man looked at her carefully. At that moment, he didn't just see a poor girl. He saw something rare, and that was the beginning of everything. Episode 4, The Fall. At first, everything was exciting. Maya worked in the office of the rich man, Mr. Carter. She cleaned, brought coffee, and helped with small tasks. But Maya wanted more. Every day, she watched people in the office. They talked about business, money, and big ideas. She listened carefully and tried to learn. One day, Mr. Carter noticed her. "You are always watching and listening," he said. "Do you want to learn?" Maya nodded quickly. He gave her a small chance. She started helping with simple business tasks. Maya was happy. She worked day and night. But then, something went wrong. One day, she made a big mistake in an important document. Because of that mistake, the company lost money. Mr. Carter was very angry. "I trusted you," he said. Maya felt her heart break. "I'm sorry. I will fix it," she said. But it was too late. "You are not ready," he said coldly. "You can't work here anymore." Maya left the office with tears in her eyes. Everything was gone. Again. Episode 5, The Dark Night. That night, Maya sat alone in her small room. It was cold and quiet. The same old house. The same broken roof. She looked at her hands. "I lost everything," she whispered. For the first time in a long time, she wanted to give up. "Maybe I'm just a poor girl," she thought. "Maybe I will never change my life." Tears fell down her face. But then she remembered something. The city lights, her dream, her promise to herself. Maya stood up slowly. "No," she said. "I made a mistake. But I am not a mistake." The next day, she made a decision. She started learning again by herself. She watched free videos, read books, and wrote notes every day. She worked even harder than before. Days passed, then weeks. People laughed at her again. But this time, she didn't care. She had a goal, and she was ready to fight for it, because this was not the end of her story. This was the beginning of her power. Episode 6, The Rise. Maya worked every single day. She woke up early and studied late at night. She had no teacher, no money, and no support. But she had something stronger. discipline. She learned about business, marketing, and money. At first, it was very hard. Many things were confusing. Sometimes, she wanted to quit. But she didn't. One day, she had an idea. What if I start something small? She thought. Maya decided to sell simple handmade items online. At first, no one bought anything. One day passed, then two, then a week. Nothing. But Maya remembered her promise. Don't stop. She changed her strategy. She took better photos, wrote better descriptions, and talked to customers. Then something happened. Her first order. Maya couldn't believe it. She smiled for the first time in many days. Then came the second order. Then the third. Slowly, her small business started to grow. It was not fast, it was not easy, but it was real. And for the first time, Maya felt something new. Control over her life. Episode 7, The Breakthrough. Months passed. Maya's business became bigger and stronger. She worked every day without rest. While others were sleeping, she was learning and improving. People started to notice her. Customers left good reviews. They trusted her. One day, a popular blogger saw her products. "This is amazing," the blogger said online. That one post changed everything. Suddenly, hundreds of people visited her page. Orders came one after another. Maya was shocked. "I can't believe this is happening," she said. She worked day and night to complete all the orders. It was hard, but she didn't complain. This was her chance, and she was ready. Soon, she earned more money than she had ever dreamed of. She moved to a better house. She helped her mother. She bought warm clothes and good food. But Maya didn't stop. She had a bigger dream. She wanted more. Not just money. She wanted respect. And one day, she saw a familiar name. Mr. Carter? Episode 8, The Return. One day, Maya saw a business event in the city. Many successful people would be there. She looked at the list of guests. Mr. Carter? Her heart beat faster. For a moment, she felt nervous. She remembered the day he said, "You are not ready." But then she smiled. This time, "I am ready." Maya wore a simple but elegant dress and went to the event. The room was full of rich and powerful people. But this time, she was not afraid. People looked at her with interest. Some even recognized her brand. Suddenly, she saw him. Mr. Carter? He looked older and tired. Their eyes met. He was surprised. "Maya?" he said. "Yes," she replied calmly. "I heard about your business," he said slowly. "You did very well." Maya nodded. "Thank you." There was a short silence. Then he said something unexpected. "My company is not doing well now. I made some bad decisions." Maya listened quietly. "I need strong people," he continued. "People like you." He looked at her seriously. "Would you like to work with me again?" Maya looked at him. This was the moment. Before, she was the poor girl asking for a chance. Now, everything was different. "I don't work for people anymore," she said. She paused, and then added, "But I can offer you a job." Mr. Carter was shocked. Maya smiled. "I think now you're ready." And at that moment, she understood something important. It was never about money. It was about believing in yourself, even when no one else does. For more interesting stories, welcome to the English Listening Stories channel. We'll be glad for a subscription.